The land along the margins of an ocean is called the coastal region. Water bodies of different shapes and size are formed along the coast. For example, sea, bay, strait, gulf, creek, etc. These water bodies are part of the ocean. What is that? Sea, bay, strait, gulf, and creek. All these water body are the part of this ocean. But we can see the land is not equal and land is not same on the earth surface. So in this way we can see different type of landform on the earth. There are many streams of water flowing over the land. This water is not salty but fresh. We can drink this water. This stream of water may be rills, brooks, streams, or rivers. Means we can drink that water. As I told you, only 2% of water available on the earth. We can drink that. And we get this water from the rills, rivers, sub rivers, brooks, stream, and we can drink that and we can use that water. Rills, you can see in this picture, rills are the smallest and rivers, the biggest rills, brooks, stream join each other to form a rivers. Rivers we join to make a big river are called tributaries. Means lots of small rivers and rills are joined together and make big river, like for example Ganga river, Yamuna river, Godavari rivers. That is a big river. So they form because of small river come together, small rills and brooks and stream come together and they make long river. In this picture you can see in some places a river cascade means shower fallen down, cascade down a sudden drop. These form a waterfall. All rivers eventually follow into the ocean. All rivers at the end, all rivers meet to the ocean. You can see the picture of waterfall. Everyone knowing the waterfall, right? So for example, Paje waterfall. Okay, then now see the lake, a water body formed by water collecting naturally in low lying area of land. It's called lake. We are knowing about a lake. We can see lake in every village. So you can see like that. You can see this picture. In this picture the lake, the water body formed by water collecting rainwater in the lake. Then water in the form of ice. Water particles in the clouds freeze, and in cold region like Kashmir, Mount Abu, they come down in form of the snow. You can see over here the snow is following down. When layers of the snow pile up on the ground, they form ice. They form a big iceberg on the land. Now let's see, move to the next topic. Glacier. Glacier means what? The ice, the mass of ice slowly moving on Earth's surface. When layer of ice pile up in low-lying area, they become enormous in size. Big, huge size. They are made. This huge mass slips down on a slope at the very slow speed. It is called glacier. What? Glacier. Glacier means the glacier means the mass of ice. Okay, the cover of ice. Then iceberg. You can see the iceberg, the big kind rock kind of ice over the water bodies. There are also huge block of the ice floating in the sea. They are called iceberg. You can see in this picture. Now groundwater. Groundwater, there is a lot of water stored in the underground layer of the rock. Underground the water under the earth core we can the water is available, that is called underground water. And we now see wells. We reach the groundwater by means of the dug wells and bore wells. Bore wells everyone knowing, no? Someone's house have bore wells. We get water from the bore wells. Many lakes and whales get water from underground spring. You can see in this picture the hand pump, whales, bore whales picture over here. People are collecting water from that. Now, in this way, we learn about lithosphere and hydrosphere. The hydrosphere means the water of ice that occupies the earth's surface, groundwater, and the water vapor in the atmosphere together from the earth's hydrosphere. As we learn about the surface of the water, there are lakes, rivers, icebergs, glacier, groundwater, whales, rivers are available. That is called hydrosphere. Now let's learn about atmosphere. The envelope of air around the earth is called atmosphere. Envelope means the cover. The envelope of air around the earth's surface is called atmosphere. What I told you, around the earth there is a one kind of layer of air that is called atmosphere. The envelope of air around the earth is called atmosphere. Now see student, as we go higher from the surface of the earth, no, the air is the atmosphere become rare, means air become thinner and thinner. We cannot get air that much as we take on the surface of the earth. So that's why we go, when we go higher, no, that time we get air, it's rarely. The atmosphere consists of mixture of many gases like nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, carbon dioxide. Other gas also are present in the air. Air is a all mixture of all kind of gases. So there are some other gases also into the air, but they are very small, in small quantity. According to the water vapors, they are in small quantity. Now see student, the layer of atmosphere are named as the stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, and last is exosphere. So this is a sphere of the earth, layer of the air, atmosphere. The layer that extend from the earth surface to the height of about 13 kilometer is called troposphere. So first layer is troposphere, it's above from the earth surface 30 kilometer. The condition in the troposphere change continuously, they affect the living world to a great extent. Now the surface of the earth get heated due to the sun, due to the heat it received from the sun. Hence the air nearest the surface of the hottest. Okay, the surface of the air nearest the surface, it is hot, very hot. As we go higher, it the in the stratosphere it become cooler and cooler. When we go high, no, that time we get air cool. At almost all the water vapors in the atmosphere is contained in the stratosphere. That is why all weather related to phenomena such as formation of cloud, rain, fog, winds are present in the stratosphere. What we learn student, when we go higher, no, that time we get air thinner and thinner. The air on the high mountain is rare than the air of near the earth's surface. So aeroplane fly in the higher part of the stratosphere. There the air is very rare, they cannot get the air that much. Therefore the arrangement have to be made ensure that passenger get enough air to breathing. So you can see here the layer of the atmosphere: stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere and exosphere. Almost all beyond the stratosphere, up to a highest of about 15 kilometer from the earth is layer called stratosphere. Now see, in the lower part of the stratosphere there is a layer of gas, it's called ozone. You can see your ozone layer in blue color, that is ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are harmful for living things. So but the ozone layer absorb them and protect our cell from the ultraviolet rays. So ozone layer is important. Now we will learn about the water cycle. How does it rain? How rain come on the earth surface? So let's learn about what is water cycle. Water on the earth evaporate continuously due to the heat of the sun. You can see in the picture. Water that has protocol into the soil also evaporates due to the heat and enter in the atmosphere. You can see here in blue arrow, the water is heated due to the sunlight and it's going up into the sky. The water cycle is as water vapor is lighter than air, it rises high up into the atmosphere. It goes into the atmosphere. As it goes higher, it cools and condenses, forming a very fine and droplet of water. Very fine droplet of water. It convert into droplet of water, which water vapors convert into the water vapors when it goes high. Then the droplets are so small and light than they. So what I told you, the water vapors is lighter than the air. That's why it rises high up into the atmosphere. They goes up in the sky and they form a cloud. As it goes higher, it cools and condenses, forming very fine droplets. It's convert into fine droplet. Water vapors convert into droplet when it enters in the atmosphere. And the droplet are so small and the light that they float in the atmosphere, forming a clouds. They form a clouds and they float in the atmosphere. These small droplets join together and form bigger drops which are heavy. You can see the here they form, when they come together they form a cloud and it is very heavy. So these small droplet, they cannot now see when they form bigger drops, no, they cannot flow. Such drops of water falls down and that time we can see rains fall on a earth's surface. This process of evaporation, condensation and rainfall go on in a continuous cycle. It's going continually every year. It's continue, it will never stop. This called a water cycle. You can see in this picture, this process is going continuously. It will never be stopped. So all this process of evaporation, condensation and rainfall called together water cycle. So there are innumerable, means uncountable living things are on the earth. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. Some regions are always covered with ice, while others have a hot climate. There are mountains in some places and the plains in others. We can see the mountain in some places, plains in others, and the water bodies on some places we can see. Some places have a lot of rainfall, while others are dry desert. There are salty seas, oceans, and also freshwater lakes available on the earth. The ocean is shallow near the coast, but away from the coastline, the ocean can be several kilometers deep. So, in this way, we can see the water bodies and landforms on the earth. So, we see also a great variety in the living things that inhabited this different region, different places, different countries have different variety of living things like birds, animals. For example, the polar bear, we can see only hilly areas, snow areas. For example, we can see polar bears in hilly areas, only snow areas. And the zebra are found in Africa, the kangaroos are found in only Australia, and the elephants and lions are found in region of hot climate. These animals are not found in any other region, like in north pole we cannot see the elephant and lion there, and we cannot see polar bear in the hot area. So different places have different lives of animal and birds. Plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. This variety is characteristic of those different region. So like animal, we can see the variety of plants in different region. Like birds and like animals, we found the variety of plants in different places. So biosphere means many different kind of plant, animals and microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth, on the land and the water and the air also. Living things exceed the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. They also interact with these spheres. This living world constitutes the biosphere. So in this lesson we learn the how what is meant by lithosphere, then hydrosphere and biosphere and atmosphere. So in this way our lesson is finished. I will share the answer of this lesson.